Welcome back to my channel. And yes, Wike has told us that Tinubu will not lose the 2027 election. I mean, look at what is going on in River State. Today they are having their Lagos local government election, and hello, Beavers wasn't used. In that local government election, I have not seen the ADC party come out to cry. Okay? Neither have I seen the PDP nor any northern politician to say that why are they conducting local government election without beavers? That will this be the predicament of the opposition in 2027? I understand so many of you will tell me perhaps I'm saying nonsense, but listen, guys, Tinubu will not be defeated if you guys are not ready to go for blood for blood. You know, I mean, if you are not ready to go like rascals on the street, let's forget it. And the only time Atiku was defeated in Nigeria was when Tinubu was still in the opposition. He carried out, he played the opposition role perfectly well, by radicalizing the people, by incentivizing the people, by monetizing protests. Yes, Tinubu is not the first guy that would do that. In fact, in the US, just 6 months or just at the early stage of Donald Trump, in the first month, when they brought the Doge agency, the Department of Government Efficiency, whatever, where they were saying cutting costs, cutting wastefulness, the Democrats, Bernie Sanders, actually sponsored a lot of protests in DC. We saw how they burned so many Elon Musk cars, how they dealt with American institutes. I mean, a lot of millions of people. We saw how Elon Musk had to forcefully, you know, and shamefully retire from that position. We also saw how Donald Trump had to reverse some policies, to step down on some policies. So, this opposition that I'm seeing is spineless for me. It's unfortunate that sometimes I ask myself that as much as I want to see Obi there, with the level of gentility that he shows, I don't think there's hope for him against Tinubu. I don't think he has that charisma to actually face him. Unless, of course, he change. Because the Nigerian people will not take the discretion to go out there and fight. They will not. The Nigerian people are comfortable. The Nigerian people are not suffering. Yes. Because there's actually nothing like suffering and smiling. You cannot be hungry, and not scream out that I'm starved. It's not possible. You cannot be hungry and not speak up. It's virtually impossible. So, while the oppositions are not ready to rile up the people, while they believe perhaps God will come from the heavens to fight their cause, it's just a clear indication that Tinubu will win, because Baba know the rest too. Telling you, Tinubu is not taking a chill pill. It's not. Tinubu is actually out there on a daily basis, right? Doing everything through every means to ensure the Nigerian people like it. Yeah. And he's actually getting that. I am shocked when I enter the street of Lagos, Ogun State, the way people will tell me that Tinubu is working. I look at it and I say, wow. Really? So, what is going on in River State, my brother? It's just a show, it's just a test run that if push comes to shove by 2027 and beavers are not operational, my people, election will go on. Election will go. Yes. Who's going to stop them? Fubara, we saw what happened to Fubara in River State. And please, don't tell me that this is Nigeria, that one is Lagos State, and that one is River State. It's not going to happen. That was what they said in Edo State. In Edo State, they told us, I don't know, be Lagos. Have you guys forgotten? Please, what happened? Who is the governor of Edo State today? A stooge of Oshiomhole. And who is Oshiomhole godfather? Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So we need to have a rethink. Should we support Tinubu to just go there and keep tackling the North? What could leave this Baba alone? Because the oppositions who are there for us, they don't seem ready, they don't seem prepared, they are timid, they are scared, they want to play policies of morality when you and I know that we are corrupt. So you think on election day, I want to go and vote, and someone approaches me and say they want to give me 500,000. I can't trust myself, I won't collect it. And you too. That's the truth. Unless, of course, I don't go out. Because I don't know what condition I'll find myself at that very instance. All right? And this is me just being sincere. How many of my commentators living in Nigeria, right, will get to that post and you'll be offered 500,000 that you can guarantee, and you beat your chest that you will not compromise. So the point is, I am not the issue here. Think of so many Nigerians who are out there who are poor, okay, who barely eat 1 square meal a day. These are the people that we are counting on politics of morality. Are these the people that we expect the likes of Wike not to incentivize and monetize? Are these the people that will be things that for him preaching from conservative production alone will move them? Nigeria is a lost cause. If anybody must change Nigeria, you have to change it like you yourself must go through some form of illegality. Then perhaps when you get in there, you clean up the system. I mean, Tinubu has every chance to clean up the system. I don't know what's stopping him. They report that the Norths are always behind him. Whatever policies he wants to push, yes, they are evident. We can see it. We know that there are some things that Tinubu has wanted to do that the North were vehemently against it. Take, for instance, when they wanted to move some, sectors of the NNPC to the South, they were against it. Take, for instance, when they wanted to balkanize the issue of the Nigerian Defense Academy, the North were against it. Take, for instance, when Tinubu started giving juicy appointment to the Middle Belters, the North came out and said that Tinubu wants to balkanize us. Tinubu is trying to divide the North. So yes, these things happen that the North are against this guy. Yeah, that happens, and he has realized it. Keeps fighting them. But the oppositions that we want also must take us to where we want to go. They cannot leave us in a position of confusion. What is going on in Rivers State is a clear indication that the Nigerians are going to do nothing. The Nigerians are going to be helpless. The Nigerians are just nothing but just vessels that make the loudest noise. Empty vessels, empty. Like there's absolutely nothing that they can do. So when you see these things, when we come out here every day to analyze issues that the Nigerian oppositions are the ones that are going to make Tinubu the next president. People come out and say, I have been paid. Some will say it seems I am maybe supporting Tinubu. Please, for God's sake, for every election that happens in Nigeria, the oppositions are supposed to be the loudest. From the local government to the state to the federal, for any state, the oppositions are supposed to be in their top game, protesting aggressively against any form of mafias, of any form of misconduct. But the APC has won in Rivers, and we know who is in charge of APC in Rivers. I will not come here and be hypocritical. I will not come here and start sugarcoating the issue and the problem that we have. I will not. I will not come here and be lying that we can defeat Tinubu the way we how can we defeat Tinubu with this same character where the opposition they show? We are just 18 months away from the next election, my people. 18 months. That's 6 months with 12 months. 18 months. And we think that the Jagaban of Bogu will just be. Well, the only thing that I would take home is if Tinubu wins by 2027, I'll be satisfied that it is still a Southerner that is there. All right. That the North are still being put in their place. No matter what happens with the economy as at that time, I don't really care, because the North has proven to me that they are not people who care about good governance. Otherwise they wouldn't have said Jonathan should go. The North have told me that when Buhari was there, he was the best thing after sliced bread. So the North never for one day protested against Buhari. So why should I go out there and start protesting against a fellow Southerner? If Obi gets there, Obi also begins to move against the North, we will go and support him. If Obi gets there and Obi does not do well, we will still support him. Now our own. You know, kuna leave am. I will support him. I will use this channel to promote him. Just as I've always done. So we will not say because the opposition, the ADC, they are out there, and they don't want to present Obi. They are trying to stylishly project Atiku. My brother, if not to all the beavers, I'm telling you, because the North must be told and must be kept where they truly belong. Yes, if the ADC brings Atiku trying to sideline or manipulate Obi, if Tinubu needs to off the beavers, make you go off farm. Hey, off farm. Let us have another glitch. Who cares? You cannot be a Southerner, and we have cried, beg, bargain that there should be an automatic step down. Let there be a zoning to the south. This is what PDP has done. This is what most political parties have done. Why is ADC hell bent? And at the end of the day, we now have an article. My brother, Kaka Komode Bamilayo, a lot to Jorobo. Let's listen to what Wike just said in the just concluded, local government election in River State. How they switched off the beavers, and he doesn't care that nothing will happen. Let's listen to him together.
So you just finished casting your votes, and quite a large turnout in your ward and your unit. How do you feel about this?
Very happy. That means that people identify with the election, and people are also worried that there are no elected people at the grassroots. And so today is the opportunity for them to choose who would represent them at the local government level, from the councillorship to the chairmanship position. I have to say with this, I watched particularly your outfit when you are saying that that party. That is not correct. We should have the experience of Nigerian voters in elections. You have general elections, which is being conducted by INEC. You have local elections, which is being conducted by the State Independent Electoral Commission. And you know that most cases, elections start from 10 o'clock in the morning. So when you go to a polling booth by 9 and you think you expect people to come out by that time, that is not the usual case. I watch you when you said a water tin, which is Robana. That is purely a commercial area. You didn't go to the residential areas. I also expect that you should go to the rural areas like Echie local government, like Ikwere local government, Emoha local government. Go to areas like Akukotora, Saritoro, go to Abuodua, go to Ahuda East, Ahuda West, and see what is going on. Don't just, we have about 7,000 polling units, and you just go and take 2 polling units in the commercial city, in that you know that there are no residents there, and then you judge that there's a party. But you can see what has happened there now. So also it is in all other units. Yes, you can have some units, you may not have people who may come. That does not mean that out of 7,000 units, you have that same. No, it's not correct. And then I've also heard of you talk about, because there's no beavers. We have also complained in the general election of the problems of the beavers. And instead of you to praise research, look at the security agencies. You have not heard of any violence. You've not heard of carrying of the ballot boxes. You see the electoral materials are there. People are casting their votes. Commend them. As far as we are concerned, this election is peaceful. As far as we are concerned, people are trooping out. By the time the election will close, you will see the number of persons. So we are very happy that this election has, at the end of the day, that has been conducted very peacefully and successfully.
So what's next for River State after here?
Of course, what it means that I do know that by 18th of September, that the state of emergency will expire, and then that will mean that the state governor and the state assembly will come back to their job, and they will have representatives at the grassroots level. Remember, the Supreme Court have nullified the other election. And so if this election was not conducted, it will mean that there will be no representative at the grassroots level, which would not be, acceptable by the people of River State. So, having done this, then the coast is clear for the state of emergency to be lifted, meaning that the local government has representatives, the state government has its own elected representatives. So we're good to go.
Thank you very much.
He promised the entire country and the world that he will build a legacy of transparency and consistency, legacy of level playing ground for all the candidates. He will be committed to democratic principles and values, and he did so. He didn't endorse anybody. He didn't impose anybody. He did not at any time attempt to tinker with the process of this election to favor one tribe or the other. He was steadfast. He was trustworthy. He was dependable. He was a leader, a great leader. If you have to give it to anybody yesterday, it's not my victory that is important. It's the process and the management of that election that gave it to President Muhammadu Buhari.
So the next task before you now is getting a formidable partner as running mate. What kind of personality are you looking out for and how soon?
I won't tell you that. That is my right. It's in my pocketbook.
So what would be the major selling points of Jagaban as we prepare for a nationwide campaign?
That I'm brilliant. I am experienced from private sector to public sector and ready to hit the ground running same day and not mess up the leg.
Your Excellency, the steward of the universe, the one for whom we are burning fire.
Verify before you amplify, please. Let the digital space reflect the value that bind us together as a people, honestly, compassionate, disciplined, and patriotism. Patriotism is not about slogans and political theater. It is about what we contribute to the common good. Every gap and every app you design, every story you tell, every brand you build is a statement to the world about who we are and what we stand for as a nation. What is possible for this country? You are that possibility. You are not waiting to be invited into the future. You are building the future. Let your leadership be defined by integrity. Let your digital footprint reflect the best of our nation. Let your actions speak of a generation that did not wait for permission to lead. Step forward with your courage and with clarity. We shall stand on your mandate, we shall stand on your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate, we shall stand.
From Anambra, Sir Paul Chukuma is running with us. Mr. Olu has there for him.